do. Hold on.
And I am a bully. I mean, I grew up seeing these characters as a certain way.
Yeah, we have a bully pulpit here. Let's use it.
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to be anti-bully, Chuckles the Klown.
Oh, screw that. Who wants to be an anti-bully? I mean, come on, kids, grow up.
If you want to be something, at least wear something that's appropriate for your own figure. Like, personally, I wouldn't be comfortable being Wonder Woman. I don't have the right physique for it. But if I was to do Wonder Woman, I would wear something that fit me versus something I would fall out of.
And if you're a friend of this person and you let them leave the house like that,
shame on you.
Shame on you. I mean, you're just letting your friend be belittled like that in front of you. You didn't say anything. I mean, I'm brutally honest. When someone comes up to me and says, "Do I look fat in this?" I say yes. Because,
even if they don't.
Right, because I'm honest and I'm a jerk. That's the way I am. I mean, it's horrible.
I mean, true. Chuckles, I'll give him credit, has never let me leave the house looking like I'm wearing something that's too small for me. If he's like, hey, you might want to rethink your pants, it's because, oh, well, first off, I can't breathe, and number two, thank you, honey, for not letting me look like a jerk.
First of all, I like women that are bursting out of things, okay, as a general rule.
Yeah, but
I think
when it's the belly, it's not okay.
As long as I can see skin, I don't care. But what the point that Chuckles is making here, and I agree, you can never criticize this too much. That's why I'm encouraging him rather in this discussion, is that if you're a comic book, let's say, as we all are in this room, geek, nerd, admire, if you want to use those big words, it's the same thing as loving your favorite band. It's the same thing as loving your favorite movie. And I know it's, those who don't understand will say, this is silly to be so hot up about this. But it's us, and we are. Because it's a matter of respect.
Well, you're passionate men. You're showing your passion.
Watch what you call me, woman.
I was trying to be complimentive.
There's nothing passionate about this evil clown.
Yeah, it's a matter of respect. I mean, now, none of us here in this room respect, other, human beings. We don't respect men, women. We don't respect children. We don't care. I don't care who's. I don't care who's blown up in the Boston bombings. What I do care about is having our heroes portrayed in a respectful fashion. And this is, I think, the root of what we're getting at here. If you have enough cottage cheese to sink the Titanic if you're standing on the deck, and that's what happened, you don't dress up as Wonder Woman. If you have far more, let's just say, six-packs put away than six-pack abs, then don't dress up as Batman and Superman. If you're wider than you are tall, do not portray the Flash in any way, shape, or form.
I just got this sign. Let's go down to a little music, and then I'll pull up. I know it's going to be hard. I'll put up the rest of my least favorites. So come back, and we'll talk about some of my favorite characters I've seen portrayed. Let's go down to a little Led Zeppelin here in Chuckles Crypt, and maybe this song goes very well for some of these folks out there listening. Over the hills and far away.
Hey lady, got the love I need. Maybe more than enough. Oh, darling, 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 walk a while with me. Oh, you got so much, so much, so much.
some much-needed Led Zeppelin, and not one of the 50 songs you hear in 94 HJY over and over again. Led Zeppelin's a great band, but they always play the same 3 to 4 songs. You never get any more outside of that. And I have to compliment Jeff Charles because he will pull out an odd song here and there from Led Zeppelin. Now, before we leave, because I want to leave with some music, we were talking about, I want to go off with some music. We were talking about how, really, I'm not saying don't cosplay, because do, and have fun with it. Just don't expect me to want to take a picture with you when you're looking like you shouldn't, and don't expect me not to rip into you, because I am an evil clown, and ripping into people is what I do for a living. So if you're taking offense to this, I'd like to say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm never sorry for what I do. And tough. Just put a little more effort into what you're doing. That's all we're saying out here. Don't buy the store-bought ones that obviously don't fit you. If you want to be this character, put some time and effort into it. And there are some really good ones that show up to Comic-Con.
I'll tell you, who some of the really good ones always are? And I don't know, I shouldn't say anything because I don't want to curse my run of luck, but I've never seen an ugly or repulsive-looking Poison Ivy. Every Poison Ivy female I've seen at a Comic-Con has been gorgeous. 9
out of 10. I've seen like 1 or 2 where it's
I believe you. I'm just saying.
You need to shave your armpits. But other than that, it's
I've had a great run of luck with the Poison Ivies.
But
mostly Harley Quinns are usually pretty good too.
And let me get on that before we leave.
I know.
No more damn Harley Quinns. No more Deadpools. No more Deathstrokes. No more really crappy Jokers, and there's a lot of them. No more really crappy Batmans in pajama suits. Please.
Stop wearing your pajamas in public.
Yes. You are not Batman. You are wearing a twosies out in public. Or onesies, whatever they call them. You are wearing them out in public. Stop. I don't know. I don't wear them.
Didn't they used to call those underoos?
Yeah, whatever they are. It is bad. Please stop it. Get some originality. And I'll leave this on this. My favorite cosplayers, and you're going to say they're not cosplayers, but they are. It would come down to, yes, being the 501st Stormtroopers. Those gentlemen put a hell of a lot of time and money into their outfits. And some of them do make their costumes and the creatures, including one of my favorites, the Rancor that came down to Comic-Con. That was a great job they put into that. They've made other stuff like Jabba the Hutt from scratch.
Oh, yeah. They've done some amazing work. There are some other good local companies like the RKO Army. Their cosplay
really
guys
good.
Are usually really amazing and always very friendly and approachable.
RKO, one of my favorite Jokers, so if you're listening out there, you did a good job on that.
Give them a shout-out.
Because one of the other parts about doing these characters is expecting to interact with the folks. So if you're going to cosplay a character and I'm going to come up here and ask you a question, like if you're cosplaying the Riddler and you say you don't know much about the Riddler, you just put this suit on to fit in, don't bother.
No, because you will have the same reception about that as I have for people who wear Ramon shirts and only know Sedated.
Yep. If you're going to do it, have fun with it. Do it all the way and expect, like RKO does, for me to interact with you because I'm going to. Let's leave on a good note. Let's get you guys pumping there. We'll go down to a little Ozzy here in Chuckles Crypt. Now, if you want to listen to us again, feel free to go on Rhode pull this podcast up, and push the play. If you want to send me hate mail, feel free for that too. Chances are I can't read it because my computer goes down 97% of the time.
It's clogged with hate mail. That's
so go ahead, send me that hate mail. If you want to throw tomatoes at me at the cons, please do make sure they're cooked because the cooks at the Gardner Hill Insane Asylum are not that good. So,
I thought you liked raw tomatoes.
Yeah, those are good too, but maybe a little cooking here and there. Also, stay tuned because coming up next is the Haunted Cabaret, where I guarantee you things are going to get a whole lot more edgier than on Chuckles Crypt.
Yeah, I'm a lot more opinionated there than here.
Yeah, and I know that. That's why you're usually above me, so whatever. Let's go down to a little Ozzy, some Black Rain, Chuckles Crypt, Rhode Island Free Radio.
black rain is falling, contaminating the ground. The human race is dying. The dead are scattered around. What is the price of a bullet? Another hole in the head. A black draped over a coffin. Another soldier is dead. How many victims have fallen? How many more have to die? People dying in masses. Angel of death standing by. We've got our marching orders, defenders of our home and our pride. We've crossed too many borders, military suicide. War killing sons and daughters. Another failed attack. There is no turning back. Blood running down like water. You think you gotta wait until the judgment day comes. Politicians confuse me. I watch the body count rise. Why are the children all marching?